Okay, so we should be able to just continue. The game
Oh, the download's complete.
The download's finally complete, yes. It only took 4 days.
Yeah.
It's a big game.
It's a big game.
Oh my god. What kind of twist is this?
You're awake.
Oh my god.
What the
Welcome to the
hell?
world of the living.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This is different.
This is different. What would you say?
What's going on?
That's not an easy question to answer. But the first step is this. You've been born. Your body was completed. You were booted up, and now you're here.
Neat.
And rather confused. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions. Of course. You want the short version or the long version?
Personally, I like the short version, but
Yeah.
I always feel like if I don't get the long version, I'm missing out on something. You know what I mean?
I want to know everything in excruciating amounts of detail.
Do you?
No.
Give me the short version.
All right, let's see. You are a human being. You live on a planet called Earth. Your ancestors were organic, but they were wiped out by a plague. We were created to carry forward their legacy. After the founder left the simulation that was used to create her mind, she founded the city of New Jerusalem and set the goal of creating 1,000 new humans. That took a long time, about a millennium in fact, and in the meantime, she sadly decided to go into exile. But finally, you have arrived.
Thanks.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Sounds good. That tracks
If you
to
have
me.
any more
That tracks, that
questions,
tracks.
feel free to ask them. When you're done, head outside. They're waiting for you. Your birth is quite the event.
Trippy.
Okay, so this is all new shit.
He was the caretaker of the simulation that created the founder.
So imagine the
When the
founder's like the
simulation was
character we played
completed,
in the first game.
He became
Maybe.
part of all of us. You will hear him whenever you enter sleep mode. Nothing to worry about, really. You won't age like our ancestors did, but of course, there is always some wear and tear. You should probably schedule a checkup every decade or so. Oh, and be a bit careful with water. You won't die if it rains or anything, but we're running low on insulation material. I wouldn't go swimming if I were you.
So we're
Don't
on
get
Earth
wet.
and it's the apocalypse.
Don't get wet.
Don't get wet. Easier said than done. Do you think it's really Earth and it's really the apocalypse, or is this just another test?
I gotta see. I gotta take it in and really see.
No one really knows. At first, she was closely involved with everything that happened in the city, but gradually, she became more distant. And one day, she simply vanished. That was centuries ago.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Well, as you can tell by my number, I'm quite old. I wasn't one of the first companions, but I did know Athena personally. She and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning. You've only just been born, and already you step right into a major controversy. The goal, as most people understand it, was fulfilled the moment you were born. Now New Jerusalem is complete, and we can live in balance, without damaging the world like our ancestors did. That's the orthodox view, I suppose, but there are many who disagree. You'll have to figure out where you stand for yourself.
Intriguing.
I haven't really thought about it. This is all I've done for the last few centuries, and I like doing it. I guess for now I'll just take a break, and we'll see what happens.
Alright, I guess time to get going.
I am ready to get going.
Oh, one more thing. Like all citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
Neath.
So I really blew the ass open on this thing.
Yeah, working with a lot of intel. Okay, alright. So this is the PDA.
Welcome to New Jerusalem show social media. Please familiarize yourself with the rules. Treat everyone with respect, regardless of their number. Don't take the founder's name in vain. Respect the principles of the goal. The "Are Frogs People?" discussion is now banned. Inactive threads will be archived. If you have any issues, please ping the moderators Jeremy, Neum, Apronax.
I feel like Jeremy was a character, because there's like the computer and you're like talking to the computer the whole time. There's like,
Well, I remember there's a lot of like logs you find and stuff. I feel like Jeremy might have been a name that.
yeah, because there's all like holy moly. Okay, so this is just the log of the conversation we had with Neath. Okay, alright. Lots there. What's...
Look at this guy.
So now it's kind of got to go beyond the philosophy of like, it's like they are human. There's no more discussion of like whether they're sentient or human. Now it's going to be like,
Look,
there's
it's
a new
1K.
generation and they got to fuck up Earth just as bad.
Hey,
1K.
1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
1K. 1K.
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting.
At least give him a chance.
Alcatraz.
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today we have... Oh dear, what's that?
People of New Jerusalem, I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
Whoa. It's cool because they're all like machines. Like they are like sentient, but it's like the way they talk, like they don't like they're not screaming or anything. Like they don't have fear
Yeah.
in the same way. Like they're all just like, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Like even the way his speech, like there's cadence,
I
but
told
like
you we should have investigated those energy readings.
Their
And I told him
emotions
there's
are so
something
much
up
more
with those
logical.
structures.
yes.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K? I'm gonna need a fresh pair of eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure, meet us at the conference room.
Oh, I'm up for an adventure.
Adventure is my middle name. This is really different.
Yeah,
than
it's
the
very
first one.
different. I sat down here ready to get my jammer out.
Put that jammer away.
Put that jammer away. Because we are in New Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Looks good. Looks really good.
Yeah, it's a cool looking game. But yeah, so much different. Like, I think that's why they start you off with that kind of like little 45-minute little like tutorial.
So remember this?
You're like, oh, this just looks like the Talos Principle. It's like, oh, there's gonna be a lot more there. Like, what's been like, now, like the AIs are running around, and we're on Earth. And there's political.
What's broken now?
Can I go talk to this guy? Okay, we gotta go attend the briefing. I hope we're going the right way.
I feel like it was down, but I don't know.
Why would they let me get in the elevator,
All
Luke?
right, listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the
That's
hell
the
you've
old
all
world
decided
out
to
there.
switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy. Great way to start life in the city, huh? What the hell is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. Why wouldn't they just be talking in a golden language? Why do they still use English? Why don't they just talk in like ones and zeros? You know,
I don't know. Because the goal is for them to still be
human.
carry on the legacy of humanity to some degree.
Hey, hold on there. You're the newbie, aren't ya? Number
One of them were like
1000.
New Zealand and like
I figured the dam would go dry before we reached the goal.
Australian.
I have a
This
question.
one's 666.
How does it feel to you to be born with a randomized psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made? Do you want to get on the non-cooperative path with me? Because that's how you get on the non-cooperative path. It's not fun.
I'm feeling curious.
Why?
Well, maybe all the things you just said. There's a lot of questions.
So, the algorithm assigned you the optimism trait. If only we could all be so lucky. Now listen. This meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends. The kind of people who like to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out. Of course you are. You know how to use the interface, right? I'll talk to my friends and see if I can't play matchmaker. And before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Do you think it looks better than
Do
Starfield?
please join us at the table.
I would like to preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't listen to me. And here we are.
If we could
also
focus
snobby.
on the issue at hand.
Also, like, smart
The
and
issue
snobby.
at hand is not this one thing, but this entire attitude that's taken hold. The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick your head in the sand, Herman. Or under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked. We're here to solve this puzzle, not to discuss philosophy.
Of course. I'm sorry you've been dragged into this. I'm sure this sort of adventure is the last thing you were looking for on your first day.
I think it's fascinating.
See? A fresh mind is open to the possibilities. Yakut, I think it's time for the briefing.
All right, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, 1K. We first became aware of the site designated TTP-2 during a scouting expedition about 6 months ago. It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but
Tower.
couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal.
Was I on her?
Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested in us.
I don't share your enthusiasm for the unexpected, but Byron has been requesting an expedition for some time now. And at this point, I'm forced to agree that it's necessary.
Made the robots a little
I agree.
sexier, a little more sexy.
Then it's
Robots aren't very sexy.
The expedition is
Tits aren't
approved.
big enough. The asses aren't
Byron,
too
you
small.
will be in charge. Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach.
Yeah,
You'll
like, are they
take
fucking?
Melville and
I guess they
Yakut
can't because,
as you
like, there's
requested, and if
machine
1K wants
algorithm.
to join you, that's fine by me.
If you just said sorry, not interested, though, that just ended.
Credits roll.
Hey, we called it. We got ending 1C. We did get an chicken.
You know, it's a real shame 1K didn't come along. He would have loved this.
Wonder how far back they're gonna make us go.
I always like when games do that.
I think it's a fun. Okay, so it's just right before the.
Welcome. Do please join us at the table.
I would.
Of course. Ha!
Excellent.
All right.
Oh,
now
this
we
is
take
gonna
the
be fun.
path of going on the adventure.
Come meet us out on the landing pad when you're ready.
Before you set out so hastily, do consider exploring the city first. It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea. Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
Do you want to go take a look around New Jerusalem? You want to talk to Jeremy?
He's one of the moderators.
Hello, 1K. This expedition is taking a lot of our resources. I'm really not sure it's a good idea. But what's done is done. So I have a lot of work to get on with.
What do you want?
For our people to be happy with what we have. Some of us may have an adventurous spirit, but that can never be sated. What matters to me is having my loved ones around me, safe and secure.
What do you think of me?
What do you think of
You
me?
represent the completion of the goal. I'm proud of what we've achieved, and the restraint we show in not pushing ourselves further.
I won't keep you any longer. Alright, let's go take a look around the city, eh?
A little boo.
A little boo around the new J.
That's what the cool people call it.
Well, we're the young, new, hip android.
New J.
New J, that's what we're calling it.
Hanging out with New J.
Attention all citizens. Due to the new power management and distribution plan, there will be scheduled outages on Jameson Avenue and Rakovsky Plaza. The Gehenna Memorial Pavilion will remain closed for the time being. Thank you, and may the Founder be with you.
It's a pretty nice little spot.
I gotta say, every time I hear the Founder, though, I can't help but think of Michael Keaton.
From the McDonald's movie?
Hello, 1K. Welcome to New Jerusalem. I know you've just had a big moment with the apparition at the dam and all that, but can I have a second of your time? I'm collecting signatures to call for a public referendum on the city's energy crisis. Currently, the city runs on hydroelectric power from the dam, plus a handful of geriatric generators and some unreliable solar panels, none of which is enough to even cover our basic needs. And if anything fails, we'll be on the brink of extinction in a matter of days. We need to investigate new sources of reliable baseline power. We need to invest time and resources into functional, real-world solutions that serve human needs.
You guys need to get on to oil. That would be very smart move, I think.
Byron's been advocating exploring that island for some time, and obviously he's right. Something very strange is going on there, and it's going to start affecting us. Well, an election would be good too, but I believe that we need more direct democratic control over the affairs of the city.
I'm all for it, bro.
I'll think about it. That's the thing, is that like a little side quest, or is this all
I think it's all
dressing?
to kind of, I don't know, I think it's to kind of give us an opinion, you know, we're trying to kind of learn about this world, see how we feel. I think we're going to have some choice in how things play out.
And then like the island is gonna kind of, there's gonna be big choices at the island.
And like, things are going to affect it. We're just kind of learning about the world. Music's cool.
It is,
What
yeah.
do you think that was? It was Prometheus. Sure, but it wasn't the actual Prometheus. It was some kind of a projection. How do you know it wasn't the actual Prometheus? Because that would be stupid. Would it? How do you know all the ancient gods weren't projections like this one? Maybe whoever said this projection is behind all those legends. Sure, I guess technically that's possible.
Hello.
This guy pedaling.
Hello,
What
new one.
knowledge is they peddling?
Are you browsing or buying?
What are they? What's she selling?
I've uploaded my most popular items to your interface. Does anything there spark your imagination?
Internal monologue, sensory tuning, a clean start, future prediction. Inner peace, what the heck? Give me a future prediction.
For 20 credits, I can peer into your future and tell you what I see.
Alright.
Oh, you don't have any credits yet. Well, let me extend you some credit.
Hey.
Ka-ching! 55 credits. Just make sure you spend them with me. They're not
Alright.
worth much anywhere else.
Cool.
Now, what was it you wanted?
Future.
Tell my fucking
For
future.
20 credits, I can peer into your future and tell you what I see.
Do it.
Let me consult the algorithms. Oh dear. I'm afraid you're going to change the world. You will have a choice, but whatever you do, New Jerusalem will never be the same again. I'm sorry it's not better news. Best not to worry about it, dear.
Well,
you just do your best to have fun in the meantime.
That's kind of what we were thinking.
So, something else perhaps.
Can you give me inner peace for 1,000 credits?
Whoa. Inner peace doesn't come cheap. Come back when you've got 1,000 credits.
Okay.
So, something else perhaps.
Why don't you...
Before you go, do you have a moment to participate in
Oh,
some
yeah.
customer feedback? Are you satisfied with what I've given you?
Are we satisfied?
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied.
Yes. You understand. Words manifest the reality they describe. When you name something, you create it. Our minds are algorithms, and the right sequence of language can change our underlying code. With that in mind, I hope you have a good day. Please come back if you need anything else.
What a trip.
Yeah. This is a pretty big area.
Oh wow, it's you. You're 1K, the incarnation of the goal. Man, this is exciting. This is more exciting than I thought it would be. How are you? What does it feel like? Do you know where the founder is? Do you know who Prometheus
Is that Elijah Wood?
Can you tell me what to do with my life?
I'm joking. I don't think it is kind of just sounded like a woman. Whoa, hold on. One question at a time.
Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature? I have the Mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions. Except Yemo and Sarabai, of course. Yes! Thank you! Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise. I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it, too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city needs most. Helga said I should do whatever makes me happy. I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in. You're the culmination of the founder's will. Tell me, what should I do?
Jeez.
Do what the city needs most.
The city needs most, the mayor.
Thank you for the advice, 1K. It means a lot.
Well, we're racking up achievements, man.
Game is
Gargoyle.
museum.
Roman statue. Pharaoh bird. Look at all the achievements we're getting, man.
We're visiting the museum.
Fucking David signatures. We got our biggest fan. This guy's gonna just be like, well, you got a museum. I'm like, I know. This is the terminal thing you talk to. Replica of computer terminal from the simulation terminals allowed access to files on the EL system, including many that were loaded due to errors. They also allowed the founder to interact with the Milton Library Assistant. So the founder is the character that you play as in the first game.
Yeah.
Because that was the terminal that you were accessing. All that stuff. Here's another terminal. This guy just hopped on it. Oh, we can use it. Oh. I keep hitting X because I've been playing PlayStation as well.
Right,
Instead of X,
yeah.
which is square.
Welcome, Scala. Files available.
Happiness.
Happiness is not material. Ultimately, all attempts to find meaning in material things are doomed. This is usually understood as criticism of technophilia, but it applies just as much to its opposite. Meaning can be found neither in technology nor in primitivism, because meaning simply does not exist in the external world. You can be happy in an old stone house or a skyscraper, but it all depends on you and your perception of the world. If you find spiritual balance within yourself, you can be happy anywhere.
Go take a fucking walk in the forest without toilet paper and then tell me about happiness. Unpopular opinion, happiness is material. People say, oh, money doesn't matter, but come on, you know it does. Studies show that people do in fact get happier with more material wealth, and there isn't an upper cap, because the more money you have, the fewer worries you have. The more options you have, go where you want, do what you want, have an idea, you can realize it without begging for crowdfunding money or filling out the grant applications. That's real freedom. Money doesn't matter. It's something rich people came up with to keep plebes in their place.
Then why are so many celebs so frickin' miserable? Why do so many rich people go all Howard Hughes and shit?
What do you think, man? What's your opinion on the matter? Big question.
I like the popular opinion, you know. I do think I believe that
money can't buy happiness.
Yeah, money can't buy happiness.
Yeah, I don't know if it's as black and white. I guess when I think about it, like it's like, I think there is like, I don't know. It's tough. It's money can buy you a lot. You can do what you want. There's a lot of freedom that comes along with money.
I think like it's just too much money can be as bad as too little.
I always just think like Dave Chappelle's thing on Anthony Bourdain. It's like guy killed himself, but he had more money and he had the best job ever and he ate the best food. Because it's all your mental state, right? I guess it's all your mind at the end of the day. This is just a little display, I guess, of a puzzle.
There's no jammers.
Ah, no jammers. No Kool-Aid jammers. Okay. There's so much to look around and see, but I kind of want to just go on the expedition too. But I don't want to miss anything, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, Todd Howard fucking played this game and he's just fucking livid. Like he's like,
this is all fucking Starfield shit.
This is all shit. The New Atlantis, New Jerusalem. You think I'm not drawing the parallels between these two? Okay. They have reached into the treasure trove that is Starfield once again, people.
Going to the big boys. Taking all the ideas.
They are bankrupt for ideas. They need to. But it is funny. Like New Atlantis and New Jerusalem look pretty similar. I'd say New Jerusalem looks a little better in my opinion. So this is where I came from. Is it not? Like, is this not where the little buggy came in? Like the little kind of Disneyland.
Right.
Jigsaw puzzle. Ancient humans derive meaning and enjoyment from problem-solving activities, as noted by progenitor Alexandria Drennan. Well, the item on display was created for small children. Ancient humans of all ages voluntarily engage in such activities. I hate jigsaw puzzles. Is that a gun?
Oh, they suck.
A gun.
Gun.
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush.
Book. What is that?
Fork.
Fork. Spoon. A magnifying glass.
No, what is that? What do you call that thing? What the fuck do you call that thing?
Inventing complex magnification devices in order to better understand the component parts of the world and how they live in
Microscope.
A microscope.
Jesus
What did I
Christ.
say?
A magnifying glass.
Isn't it the same thing?
Magnifying glass is like Sherlock Holmes used to like look at footprints.
Oh, tomato.
Yeah. But I couldn't think of the word either. It's like when Lenny and Carl get them at like the science fair. It's like, these will be great for our experiments.
Yes, our experiments.
On God! And they just start fighting with them like
Yeah.
swords. It's like, what? It's such a stupid thing to use the sword. Like,
It doesn't really work at all. It's not practical.
yeah, it'll be great for our experiments.
For the longest time, Lenny and Carl, like as a joint, were my favorite characters. Create 1,000 citizens, the ideal number of humans, live in harmony with nature, maintain balance in all things. Be respectful towards each other, respect the traditions of our people, be mindful of the mistakes of our ancestors. Be thankful to the, what is that, progenitor?
Progenitor?
Alexander Drennan. Be thankful to the keeper of memories, Arkady Chernobyl.
Chernyshevsky.
Keep the bright memory of Gohan and his people who found peace. You know what Gohan means in Japanese?
Isn't it like rice bowl or something?
Yeah, it's weird though, because I think it means rice, but then you also hear it like when you watch anime and they talk about like having a meal, like specifically a lot of time like dinner.
Yeah.
They'll say Gohan. So I wonder if it's like, if it kind of has double meanings, or if it's a little bit of, you know how like in England they say like tea. It's like, oh, what's for tea? They kind of mean like, what's for dinner kind of thing. I wonder if it's kind of one of those things. Have we had time to think about if we're gonna give this guy a signature or not?
Didn't we already give him a signature?
No, I told him I think
Hello
about
again,
it.
1K. Would you like to sign
But then
our
we got
petition?
did we get a achievement? Oh, that was for the
The
guy
other
giving
guy.
the autograph.
Do you work at the dam?
No, I help run the public transit system, but I witness the impact of the city's power problems every day.
See, you don't
We can't just wish them away.
Fucking idiot. Doesn't even know what he's talking about.
I'm gonna let a
In
bus
all
driver
honesty,
tell me
I
what
think
to do
Byron
with
is
this.
the smartest, most visionary person in this city. He's everything we need, and I don't understand why he won't run for mayor. Thanks, 1K. I don't know if this petition will really accomplish anything by itself, but at this point, I'm willing to try anything.
And then I think Goku means sun. Like the sun.
Yeah, I got like the sun in the sky.
Yeah, and then Gohan means rice.
And the shine behind it.
I don't really know what any other. Nappa is like cabbage. Nappa cabbage.
You're just trying to think of like Dragon Ball characters.
Dragon Ball characters where I know like
Their food.
their food.
Let's bounce, boys.
So,
Ready
what's
to
the
head on
verdict?
the expedition?
Are we going? I guess Byron was pretty convincing, hmm? Well, we'll see. I just
It'd be
wonder
funny if
how
there was
much
like
of the city is
racism
gonna
amongst
fall
these
apart
AIs.
while
Like
I'm
it's like
gone.
their plate color
Actually,
is yellow.
we haven't been
and
formally
my
introduced.
plate color is red.
I'm Melville, New Jerusalem's only decent engineer.
Purple over there.
Saved you from the elevator.
Such a purple thing to do.
What a purple thing to do.
Ah, we got a funny one over here. You think you're joking, but just wait until one of your hinges starts squeaking. Anyway, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Racking up achievements, make my friends jealous.
Here we
when they
go.
see my
Hold on to your
gamer score,
hats.
they're gonna say,
We
"He's
really need to
Talos."
update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little.
All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Nighty-night.
So what's gonna happen in sleep mode?
Gonna do some fucked up shit. So yeah.
You have chosen a dangerous path. A path that will demand sacrifice. But that, my child, is how the future is built.
This looks cool. I like that jump.
I like that jump.
Wakey, wakey, robot people. Say goodbye to Elohim and
So
say
he's on
hello to the
everybody.
mysterious island.
He's like built.
Status report, please.
Yeah.
We hit some
yeah, they
headwinds
said you'll
over the
hear 'em in
ocean,
sleep
so
mode.
fuel consumption
And the
turned
thing
out a
is,
bit
too, is
higher
like they
than
have a
expected,
god
but
too. Like,
we should be
they
okay.
kind of worship
We're
this
approaching the
founder
center of the
as a
island
god.
now. This should be the
He's like a
location
really,
of the
like,
largest of the artificial structures we detected.
antiquated way
How
of
large are we talking?
thinking.
Do we have precise
But
measurements?
I think this is not like a god.
Should be
I don't
coming
know.
into
You know what I
view
mean? Though?
just
Like,
about. Whoa.
No, it's weird.
they actually existed.
You can say that.
It's not like it's like some big fairy
That
tale
is a
thing.
bloody mega structure. If I had a spine, it'd be
They're also
shivering.
believing in like big projections of Greek
I
gods. in the
knew this would be
sky, so
exciting. Yakut, find us a place to set down.
It's madness.
On it.
It's interesting.
It really is incredible.
I find it hurts my head to think too much on it.
Yeah.
So I just hate the ride.
Remember to turn on streaming, everyone?
Have I ever mentioned that I hate flying? If our creators had intended us to fly, they'd have given us jetpacks.
And touchdown.
Act 1. A voice
Alright,
in
everybody.
the wilderness.
I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't the expedition leader stay at the VTOL?
Why do you hate fun, Al?
I don't hate fun. I'm just mildly suspicious of it.
Excellent. Then we can all go.
This just makes me think of like when they asked Carl who he'd bring to like restart the world.
Yeah.
It's just like they land. It's like he starts like, all right, get me this. Like, it's like y'all gonna have a bite, and you get Jamie Oliver to make everybody a bite because you're not really good when you're hungry.
Seems to be part of some kind of transport system.
It's like
No power,
Jamie
though.
Oliver, David Attenborough.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system.
He names some like astronaut as well. He's like, because he's done it, because he's done it before. It's like, how about instead of him and Jamie Oliver,
Please check
bring
the
him up in a
surrounding
cookbook?
structures to see if you can find anything that might help.
And then I think he
me
brings,
make sense
doesn't
of
he
stuff.
also bring like
Schematics,
Angela Lawson or
blueprints.
something?
He brings, yeah,
Another
he
chef.
brings another chef. And it's like, yeah, he brings two chefs, two celebrity chefs.
Look at this place.
Look at this place, yeah.
This is nothing like what I expected out of Talos Principle 2, which is crazy.
No,
They've
no.
really blown the ass.
I
out
think
on
they-
it.
that's why
they
they
really
just-
made a fucking cool world, like a night, like a progressive jump from the first one. Because you're just so intrigued and wondering what you're, and then you're like, what the fuck am I doing? What's going on? And then it's like, here's your answer.
Gates. I wonder what's behind those. Has to be something special, right?
You know what will be special? An
It's like New
explanation.
Jerusalem, and like some machines, like they're building it.
The city.
And this is something, that's another city.
That looks like an energy thing.
And there's the founder with a cat and the computer. Peter, the founder, teaching his teachings to the people. Yeah, like who built this pyramid? Why is it there?
Mega
Hey, 1K,
structure.
check out these coordinates.
Thanks, Akut.
Things like you, that'll be good. Put a pin on that and look brown to it. Alright, we need to bite to eat, people. I guess because they're AIs and robots, they don't really need to eat.
No.
Which that would fucking suck. It seems like they would cover, like, because they're robots, all the pleasurable things in life they don't really have. They can't eat, they can't fuck, they can't do drugs. They don't really do, like, make art or make music. They don't really have entertainment. So it's kind of like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, like there was that happiness thing where they're talking about like happiness as materials. It's like, well, what fucking...
Well, I think their whole goal is to like emulate the legacy of like emulate humans, right?
Right.
So I mean, whether they get enjoyment out of these things, because they don't really get anything out of anything. They don't need to, but their purpose is to just exist as we existed, but to learn from our mistakes. So as far as their program and they understand, like they do get pleasure from music and petting a cat and stuff like that, but like yeah, they don't need to eat. And it would just be weird. So I imagine that food would not be a thing.
No, they don't need it.
But yeah, that would be just like a big loss of the culture that they would not be able to recreate.
Well, the thing is too, is like they're like, oh, 1,000 robots is the ideal number, but it's like, well, if you're not eating, you're not really using up the world's resources or anything.
Well, that's probably what a lot of them argue. They'll just be like, wait, why don't we just keep making ourselves? But it's like that was the demise of the ancestors, right?
What would happen if that went down there? The credits gotta roll again. Find schematics. Okay, so I gotta find...
Find some schematics.
You gotta find the schematics.
Find some schematics.
Don't mind me, I'm just finding schematics. That does look fucking badass, though.
Yeah. That's crisp.
Crisp clean. This is the Golden Gate of Archibald Bunker or whatever.
Yeah, the Golden Gate of Archibald Bunker.
Yeah. The schematics, I think, look like they're maybe over here.
Yeah, this is the...
Oh, there's your sprint. That's how you
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Have a look around, 1K.
Cat's just all...
Looks like they were running some sort of experiment here.
Weird noises.
They've been making weird noises and just run around. As soon as we go to chill, they're like, it's time to party. Talos Principle 2A. A fragment from Stratton's On the Universe. I grant you, then, that man is indeed like Talos and cannot escape his material nature, despite the claims of metaphysics, as you have many times said.
Too many times, perhaps.
Repetition is the mother of teaching, at least when the students are hard-headed.
But what does this tell us about the nature of the universe, which is what we were discussing?
That is the next question we must undertake to answer. We begin with the self, because that is what determines our existence as individuals. But the self cannot exist without that which surrounds it. The citizens lives within the city, and the city lives within the cosmos. So now we must apply the principle we have discovered to the wider world and ask if man is like a machine. Could it be that the universe is similar in nature? And if so, what follows from the fact?
Footnotes. The use of the term metaphysics in this context is likely an error introduced in the Trebizond manuscript. The fragmentary Herclinian manuscript controversially uses superstitions instead.
You getting that?
I'm getting it.
I'm getting it so hard.
What is this? What is this? What are these?
00114247686520765265696365206F6620704.
Trials.
Schematic. We found our schematic, baby.
Let's just say I got the schematics over here, guys.
Is it just schematics for a
Format is
jammer?
the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. There we go.
So,
Okay.
you
You know
gonna
what?
get a jam?
I'll hack together a
Getting the
solution for
crackers
the
and
transport
jam?
system.
Jam cracker? Terminal station.
Rat.
Oh, look at that. Look at that shit.
Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff.
That's the thing, though. Is that like moss on these rocks?
Moss?
Is that like supposed to be like moss on the rocks?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
That's nice detail. Oh, here's
Prometheus.
Pentecostus.
Just an illusion.
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Melville, I want an analysis of that particle cloud.
On it. Anyone got a butterfly net?
Hmm?
I said, what do you want me to do, boss?
Boss, what am I on? I got the schematics.
I got the schematics. I gotta get. When are we getting the jammas?
When we get the jammers out.
That's what I want to know.
Do we supposed to bring our own jammer? Or are we gonna issue out the jammers?
I feel like I might be silly questions, but when do we get the jammas?
Are they in the helicopter? Should I just go? Can I go grab it?
1K, can you shut the fuck up about the jammers?
Listen.
That's not what we're doing.
You're a day old, you motherfucker.
Alright, I'm hopping in here. I'm saying fuck you to the rest of the guys.
I'm connecting
I'm
the
gonna
transport
get
system
my
to our
fucking
interface. Hold on.
An artificial ring-like structure on the wide lowlands of the east, on the wide lowlands east of our base camp.
Sure. Let's go there.
Let's go there.
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands. I put all
it's
the
easy for you
information
to
we have
say.
on the map screen. Check out your interface.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad.
We'll catch up with you soon, 1K.
Yeah, the voice acting is funny. Like, it's like they sound very real. They're very, like, it sounds like I'm listening to a bunch of boring scientists on a little expedition, which I think is what they're going for.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah. I'm just there for the intel.
we're just here for the intel. Alright, it looks
This
like we're gonna
place
get
is
jammed
magnificent. Look at that tower. I wonder what it's for.
Yakut, why don't you calm the hell down?
Used to be cute, but now it's just annoying.
Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
Let's solve it and find out. 1K, go ahead.
I have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
Yeah, because we all dreamed about that shit. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, whoa. 3 colors.
3 colors.
That device was not in the simulation.
That's right. Oh, so it's gonna be like color swatching or whatever, right? Or do you have to like connect them all to make this color? Kind of thing.
I don't know. Because I can get them going from there, but I need them to go like here to here.
Right.
Yeah. So why?
Because it's not a reflector.
It's a converter.
It's a red, green, blue converter.
What the hell is that?
It was not in the simulation. This was not in the training.
This is the I'm a babe in the lamb.
I'm a babe in the woods out here. I am up shit creek without a paddle. I was told there'd be jammers.
Okay.
I'm familiar with the jammer. I've got my jammer card. I've got my jammer papers.
Okay.
I do not have the converter
RG,
papers.
blue, red, blue, yellow, green, blue.
Blue, purple, whatever.
I've never worked with this before.
I don't know.
This is new territory.
I'm a jammer guy.
Okay, what do we do here, man? We gotta
Okay.
Blue. Connect blue to green. Connect. What happens when... Oh, so that turns it red. So you were right. I don't know colors well enough, though. But why would we need it to be red if we already have red? You know what I mean?
Because I guess it has to be converted through.
Oh, it can't reflect. It has to be converted. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What color would make green? Red and blue?
Mm-hmm.
Those are your primaries. This is, I thought we were playing Talos Principle,
Not go back to kindergarten here.
not high school art class.
Oh.
You doing alright there, man?
Oh yeah, just
Sit on your balls.
arranging my balls. Proper places. Oh yeah. That was not in the simulation. Whoa, that wasn't in the simulation.
Oh, I need this cube. I need that.
Yeah.
So what makes blue, red, and green? You talk to me here.
You got this, man. You figured it out.
I'm so scared.
I don't know my colors.
I just want to jam it, man.
I just want to jam. I'm no fucking artist. I just jam and slam and punch the clock at the end of the day.
Hey, Rocco. You're being too hard on yourself, man. He's like, Rocco's like 1K or something.
Yeah.
What's the next one? Some Jersey guy. The algorithm's
An enormous energy spike.
It's another particle fire.
Oh, shit. Okay, so does that good? Did we solve
It's headed for the lake.
Like it's showing us something.
What are you trying to show me? What are you trying to show me?
I think the cloud's been absorbed by some sort of device.
Fascinating.
Do you think these guys are all gonna die out here?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
Probably.
I think so. Alright, let's pause it.
We were dead the minute we set foot on this island. Once we didn't see the jammers, we should have been back on the
We should have
chopper.
hightailed it out with people. We got green. We got.
Okay.
We got green. We got blue.
Blue. We'll make a little red.
That's gonna give me another converter.
The best way to think about it, Alex, is like it always has to have whatever it isn't connect the other two.
Right. But what if it started introducing more colors?
Jesus Christ! You tell me it's gonna be. I didn't even know there was more colors.
There's more colors than red.
There's more colors than red, green, and blue.
Fuck me. What is that?
This game. Hold on. What's something else?
No, I think
I think you just connected three randoms. Yeah.
So we need to. We don't need red anymore. We need red over there. Red over here. Oh, and then we'll connect that.
We gotta do a double connector here.
I think so. Oh, because I'm doing it directly to red. We don't want.
You don't want direct red. Yeah.
Okay, so I want blue and green to connect to this.
Right, but now you got red and blue.
What?
So you need to make.
This is red.
But I think you want that to be green. So don't leave the green alone.
But I want it to be red because I wanted to go in this one.
But the red's gonna come from there.
Oh.
So you have blue. You need to make green here to throw to the other connector.
I see. Where are we getting the green from?
Oh, right. There isn't a green. Yeah. Well, hold on. So, shit. Okay, so no. Take the red. On the other connector, get the red from the left side there. Because then you'll have... Right? So that makes those three. Now connect that one to blue. Do you have to keep the connection from it? So now if you get the blue to there, it needs to keep the green on it. Weird.
Now it's red.
Now you can shoot it there. Make sure you keep the connections. And
Whew.
colors.
Colors, am I right?
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Excuse me?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this, a theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze.
It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this place was meant to be explored. So let's do that.
But right. So we only have the 2 puzzles.
We only got 2 pieces. We need another piece.
Very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we're missing
we're
the
missing
L.
the L. So, much like Gerard, we gotta take the L. We get the L.
Gotta take the L on this one.
Where's fucking Carl and Mudahar? They gotta help us get the L, man.
A little bit of content.
Everyone's trying to make a little bit of content, alright? To make the content over here, and make the content over here, make me look like a big dummy, that's fine with me. But maybe when we've made a little content machine, maybe then we can get to the real work.
Little man by the name of Keith Abuji.
He's still out large.
He's still out there.
Yeah, I'd say he's the most wanted man in America. Alright, here we go.
Castling.
Castling shadows on our eyes. Okay, so if I keep it on here, connect, then we should be able to get the blue on there and have Oh, because we have 2, we have to make blue. Okay, so red, green. Because there's no actual blue, so we have to make blue, and then we have to. That has to be on this because it has to keep it open. Shit. I mean, I could stand on it, but I don't think it's really gonna make a difference. What am I trying to make? Red?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It's the green that's the troublesome one.
Yeah, because it's in such a freaking weird location. And it's behind the force fields. Okay, green. G, R.
Huh. This is tough. Okay, this is... Nice.
Keep solving these, 1K. Let's see where it leads.
Oh, thanks. May I?
May I keep doing the work for everybody?
May I, Byron?
Let the new guy do it all.
New guy do it all.
I ran the samples I collected so far. The soil sample results are in line with what would be expected in this type of environment. The samples from the above ground structures, though, I tried dating them, but the results just don't make sense. None of the typical molecular markers are present. These walls could have been made 10,000 years ago or yesterday.
Oh, that's the thing. I'm gonna need.
I could try to estimate an age based on erosion.
Yeah,
and
this
plant
is just the
growth,
first
but
little
I'm not sure
section.
that would make sense given how weird everything else is.
Good work, Yakut. Keep at it.
Yakut is not.
I don't know if this is relevant, but St. Edwald believed that Tetramenos represented the name of God and God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
This fucking crew, eh?
Yeah, it's fucking cool. I like it. Like some really cool new additions to the game. Feels a little bit more like open to where like the other one could feel a little bit more like
Yeah, you just one step after another.
yeah, one
yeah.
puzzle then this puzzle. This one feels a little bit more kind of chill. Open. What the fuck is this? I've got like at least 100
racking up the points.
racking up points.
From Lives of First Companions by Randolph. Lithrazir is perhaps the most mysterious of the first companions, a wanderer and mystic by nature. He would venture far from New Jerusalem on his own, recording his thoughts as he explored harsh and distant lands. These recordings garnered him a group of devoted followers to whom he tried to impart his wisdom. In the troubled time following the founder's disappearance, Lithrazir and his disciples set out on a journey to reach the opposite end of the world by foot. They haven't been heard from since.
Well, no shit, the guy eaten by a lion.
There is a pleasure in arriving on this island. The pleasure of being the first to step foot here in hundreds of years. It is a genuine pleasure, and yet it is also banal. My presence here is of no more significance than that of every other animal. These rocks do not care who walks here, and the millennia between the presence of our ancestors and my brief journey are nothing to them. But even putting it this way is wrong. It is not that the rocks do not care. It is that in some sense they do not exist. I may stand in awe of the cliffs on the southern coast, but the cliffs cannot look back at me with contempt. They cannot do anything at all.
So what's his thing? What's he round yammering on about rocks? The rocks are people too? Is that what he's trying to say? That rocks are people too?
It's fucking weird, man.
Fucking high thoughts, man. Was he should just go get this guy on Reddit, high thoughts or whatever. High thoughts on Reddit. This is fun though. This is really cool.
It's neat. I like the way it's set up here. It's a cool area.
Yeah, great little like settings and areas and stuff. I like the aesthetic. I like this kind of new money.
It's kind of new money.
New money, Greek, Roman.
It's very new money.
Okay, I'm just trying to get to the next puzzle. Next puzzle, man. Hey, man.
Next puzzle?
How do you get to the next puzzle?
Well, it wasn't like number 4 or whatever.
Well, now we're
Doesn't
doing number
matter.
6. Alternatives. Sounds like my girlfriend. it's fucking blue, man.
The blue over here.
So you gotta fucking, you gotta green. And then, do you get green again? Oh, now we gotta go up. You gotta drop this first. I wanna bring it up there. Oh, there's no room to stand. It's just pointless. So now we gotta get a red and a blue in this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm thinking there's gonna be something to do with like having to go over that ladder though.
Definitely.
Is there? That ladder.
Will you teach me the secrets of the water? Will you sing me a song of the water? Now here's the tricky part though, it's just like it's all the crossing streams.
Yeah, it's streams over there.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna have to rearrange this before we go further. Start fresh. Oh, you go over the ladder so you don't have to have this on anymore or something?
Well, the ladder's only on the other side, so it gets you back over here. That's why I'm wondering if there's something you have to do where it's like the door's closed, but you need to get back over or something.
Can you speak English?
Yeah, so you bring a connector with you and or something.
But you can't bring a connector over.
No, yeah, hold on.
It can't be done. Okay, that one's looking pretty clean.
That's pretty clean. That's pretty clean.
But it's a big but.
So now, yeah, take the
You gotta
any red and blue.
not red, blue. What's the last one we need? Red?
Now we need green.
So we need green. That's where it gets tricky. But if we just... That.
That's why I wonder if. Okay, so if you go back over to the other side.
This side?
No, like where you were on the other side of the door. Like drop that. There's no way of like picking the one up at the door so that you can bring another one over or something. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Well, no, because when I go to like, I'll even just show you with this one. So if I take this one, it says you have to drop the tool first, and then if you go over, you can't even like wait on the top. It just drops it right down.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the purpose of it is.
Yeah.
Just yet, unless you have to temporarily like have that door closed while being on the other side for some reason.
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
Yellow. Ideas?
I know, it's a little.
That's not gonna work.
It's flex.
Yeah, what does the ladder mean? Oh, I got this other one over here
I know. I go, it's just, maybe it's just up there to fuck with you.
too. Yeah, there's no way. It's gotta serve some kind of purpose. It's all about like placement on this one too. It's gonna be all about like placement and just kind of connections. I just want it as like clean as possible. Thing is no matter which way. That blue, like the thing is that blue kind of gets taken up. So that blue is going to be off limits kind of no matter which way we do it. We'd have to, then we just kind of have to restart 1, 2. Those. I'm almost going to restart with the red here. What I need to do is like it has to have something to do with like when you're making this new connection, it shuts this one off. That's the purpose of the ladder, so you can get back on here, like turn it on, turn it back on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's something there. Exactly. I just can't crack it.
I just can't quite crack it yet.
Well, maybe this is a good spot. You know, we could take like a little break here.
Just take a little break and
take a little break. You know, we're doing a lot of puzzles. We'll come back, fresh mind, storm through
and
another
we'll do
a lot of puzzles.
Calliope, whatever that puzzle was called.
Yeah.
Alternatives.
Alternatives.
All right. Peace.